Hey there, Vanessa here. I want to share some insider information with you. But first, I want to ask you, where are you in your business? Like, what stage are you in? Are you just starting out? Have you been working your business for a while? And what does that look like to you? Are you successful in your business, although you just started, or you're successful after a long time? Let me know where you are in your business.
Hey Mama, this is Vanessa Ann Miller. My sidekick, Oliver, and I are excited to share some insight of being a mom, wife, entrepreneur, and definitely one gold digger. I'm going to teach you my time hacks and business tips on how to be the most efficient, modern mompreneur, and we're going to have fun along the way. So go ahead and get your pen, paper, and don't forget your coffee.
I've been doing a lot of research and I've been realizing that people are feeling overwhelmed and not knowing where to start. Drop me an emoji if that is you. If you are in your business and you're like, okay, I know I need to do this, I know I need to do that, but it's also overwhelming. So much information is coming to me at once. I don't know where to start. If that is you, drop me an emoji. That can happen in any part of your business, in any stage, really. But I find that it happens in the first part of your business when you're just launching. You get excited about creating this new business, the opportunities, you've been sold on all the great things that could happen. And whether you're in a network marketing or you just got this buzz, you started your own business from scratch and you have this passion, you are excited about it, but you don't necessarily know where to start. You just know that you have that fire in you and you want to make sure it's still burning, that you keep on burning it. But unfortunately, that fire can die down with confusion and overwhelm. And so I wanted to give you some little tips on how the process should go for most business owners. And it's for longevity in your business. And so if you want to have this business long term and you want to create a legacy for your family, then follow these steps. And a lot of us, forget. We may know it, and then we kind of like you go on with our daily lives and we forget, like, oh my gosh, why am I not doing this? Why am I getting away from it? Or maybe you don't know. So let's go over these. First and foremost, if you don't know by now, the entrepreneur journey can be a roller coaster. It can have its ups and downs. And the first thing I would advise is that you get your mindset strong. You get your mindset around sales strong. You get your mindset around the money that you're able to make strong. And you allow the universe to bring to you what it is your heart desires. And so we get into our business, we're excited about it, and then we start having self-doubt. We have this self-doubt of like, I don't want to sound salesy. I don't want to sound pushy. Oh, I don't know if I deserve that much. I mean, do I really want to make that much money? I don't know. And we don't want to get out of our comfort zone because in our minds, we don't deserve that. So first and foremost, number one thing is get your mind strong. And this takes daily practice. Believe me, not anyone, no mindset coach out there is perfect, not when they wake up in the morning, but they're better than they were before. So get your mind strong about the things that you tell yourself and the things that you say to other people, because that is going to be going to the next thing, where it's the energy that you put out into the world, in your sales pitch, in your social media posts and everything. So remember, get this stinking thinking out. The next thing is, now that you're strong, you're like, okay, I can do this, and I've identified obstacles that may come up, but I already know how to overcome them with these daily mantras that I do, or with meditation, or with journaling, whatever it may be. You're confident in that, and you understand that there's a possibility that you might slide, so you have things in place to get back into the groove and back into that mindset. The next thing would be, let's start with your business plan. In college, we had a long, intensive, it was for the whole semester, project where we had to do our market research. We had to do a whole business plan and then present it to the rest of the class. It was so formal and so serious that we even had to like go buy new suits and everything. We had to like really pitch it to the rest of the class and tell them what we did, what our business was about, what our mission was, how we were going to market it, what our projections were as far as, how much money we were going to make. It was as if they were going to loan us money. And so you may have already started your business. And you probably didn't need a loan. Maybe you were in network marketing, or maybe it was something that you could start from your home, maybe some kind of Etsy shop or whatever it is, and you didn't need that much money. But you still need to think of it as you are your own bank. How many network marketers out there have invested so much money into their business, just buying their own products and being like their number one customer? Hello. Yes. So think of yourself as the bank. And in order for you to pay back the bank, you need to have a solid business plan. What that business plan consists of is market research on the person that you're going to sell to. You need to know how you're going to sell to them, what things you're going to tell them, and what the path is on how their experience is going to be with you as a customer. Because at first they're going to start with as a prospect. They might be a customer, and then you want them to be a repeat customer. So you need to think about that journey. A business plan also is going to identify, excuse me, your strengths as an entrepreneur and what you know that you can excel at. If you know that you're not comfortable on Facebook Live, then why would you want to do that? You would want to focus on areas that you feel comfortable on and that you know that you're strong in, as far as like bringing people in. Now, you can be strong on Facebook Live, but not comfortable. So then you need to identify like, okay, what is my weakness behind that? I know that I'm really great. I'm fly. I look good. And I talk, I have like, I can articulate it, like any other person like out there. I don't know. Obviously I can't. I need to do Toastmasters. But what I was saying is that identify your strengths and focus on those. Identify what your weaknesses are and see how weak are they? Are they weak because it's your mindset, or are they weak because it's something that you can fine tune, or something that you're just like, no, I can't even think about having that as part of my marketing business, or, or maybe it's like not even about marketing, but maybe it's like, maybe about finances. Maybe you're like, okay, I don't have that much money. That's my weakest point. I don't have that much money to invest. So how am I going to think of smart ways to make sure that I am able to put in and invest into my business? So if you don't know, if you haven't picked up by now, this is a SWOT analysis that business owners do. Is they identify their strengths, their weaknesses, the opportunities they have within their business, and within the market, as well as the threats. So when you have that in mind about in your business plan, the SWOT analysis, and you're doing your market research for your ideal client, think about that. Think about when you're having these market research questions, think about, what are my opportunities? Find your opportunities within your ideal client. What that looks like is maybe asking your ideal client, hey, where are you hanging out? Where do you get your information as it pertains to makeup tips? Where are you getting your information as it pertains to growing your business? Ask them, are you hanging out in Facebook groups? Are you getting information on YouTube, podcasts, blogs, what? Because eventually when you gather this information, you want to be able to be in that space, whether they're listening to podcasts and it's maybe someone where you can get introduced to, then maybe you can be a guest on that podcast. But it all takes research. And so I find that, again, when I started this video, I found that so many people are thinking, okay, well, I need to post this. I need to always be on social media, but they don't know what they're going to say, how they're going to say it. And they really don't, they just know that they need to be there without having to lay all this other foundation. You see, it takes a lot more than just being on social media and posting. It takes a lot more. It takes a lot more legwork. And I find that people aren't doing that. And so once you have that market research, and you start to interview your ideal client, then you could use information that they tell you. Like I mentioned, you can hopefully be on a podcast, a guest speaker, or you can use their words to speak directly to them. You see, our subconscious mind has so much that's going into it, but we only filter so much of what we really want to focus on. And so when you get into their subconscious through the words that they're using, then they begin to trust you more. They begin to like you more because they feel like that you know them and they know you. And then that is when you use that information to sell on social media, to sell on your blog, to sell on your podcast, to sell in your email marketing. I hope this is making sense. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, stop and figure out, did I lay the foundation of my mindset? Am I practicing some kind of personal development every single day? Because I know that this is going to be difficult, and I know I need to make sure that I am saying the right things to myself. I'm not putting the vibe out there that I don't want to be salesy. Like, don't even think about being salesy. Don't think about being pushy, because that's not what it's about. It's about you helping people with the products and services that you offer. And then from there, doing a business plan, doing your market research, and then you dive into everything else. Then you dive into the social media and all that sexy stuff. So don't feel overwhelmed. I know it's easier said than done, but don't feel overwhelmed if you haven't done those. Just give yourself some grace and be like, wait a minute, I should not feel overwhelmed because I'm not there yet. I'm trying to jump ahead. Let me go ahead and do these steps. And then when I get there, I get there. Because I promise you, if you jump ahead, you're going to be on this like hamster wheel, like of trying to like get things going, and you're going to get frustrated, and you're going to put out the energy of like, oh, she is self-see. You become what you don't want to become because you just didn't have a plan in place at the beginning. Does that make sense? So start with the proper planning, and believe me that jumping ahead is not going to get you there faster. What's going to get you there faster is the proper planning and execution and acting. Okay, so just action is going to definitely get you there. Anyway, so for those of you that have put all those things in place and are ready to get to the next level of their business by putting things out there that their client wants to hear, their client is going to resonate with to buy, or their prospect to buy from them, then I invite you to join me in the group 31 Days of Highly Engaging Posts, because that's when you're ready for that, not anytime before you've done any of this other stuff. So don't get too excited. I want you to be in there. Believe me, I want as many people in there, but I also care for you and your business and your sanity. And I want to make sure that you lay that foundation, because being in there is just going to make you feel overwhelmed. It's going to burn you out, and then you may end up quitting your business if it's a side hustle, or if it's something you're trying to convert to a 9-to-5, or sorry, you're trying to replace your 9-to-5 income. It might happen where you get burnt out, and I don't want that to happen to you. I want you to be here for the long run.